Hello! We are Supreme and Promo from the Looptroop Rockers, straight out of Sweden.
Yes.
We play all around the world, hip-hop music with a little bit of folk and reggae.
And we're gonna tell you about our worst show. Our worst show was
It was 10 years ago in Moscow at the Splash Moscow, Splash Russia, Splash Moscow. Because the Splash Festival in Germany, we played that many times, and they expanded, and they were gonna do something in Moscow. So we went there to play, and
it was
Jizza and Muggs were headlining the night.
So Jissa from Wu-Tang Clan, together with DJ Muggs from Cypress Hill, they were the headliner, and we were on
Before them.
Before them, yeah. And it was pretty big. Like, it was a pretty big venue, right?
Yeah, a lot of graffiti outside, and some alcohol brands that were sponsoring the thing. So everybody who entered the building got free alcohol. So people were pretty drunk.
They had these young girls walking around handing out free vodka shots. So it was everybody was pretty drunk in the crowd. And from our perspective, we felt like also everybody was kind of drunk with the security people, and everybody. It felt like everybody was drunk.
I don't remember security being drunk, but I remember when we were going to go on stage, the crowd was packed, and they were screaming, Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang. So I don't know if they were really interested in seeing us at all, but we got on stage, and people were just wild.
Yeah, we had a good response.
Yeah,
like, it felt good.
Good response, and you saw people coming up on stage diving, and we like that. We encourage people.
It was a pretty high stage too, right? Because I remember it being pretty high. So people were like coming up on stage, but for some reason security started pushing people down.
Things happened before that.
Okay.
I remember pretty vividly, like, when people come on stage, it's cool, and we party with the people. But these guys, they were pulling us, like, I don't know why, like they wanted some kind of contact, yeah. So I kind of freed myself from somebody, and then I saw in the corner of my eye, I saw Cosmic just flying down from stage because somebody pulled him down. And so we got a little nervous about what's going on, and that's when the guards the security started behaving kind of aggressively, and they started pushing people down pretty badly.
Yeah.
And Cosmic came back on stage, and it was no problem. But now the people got aggressive towards the security, and they started pulling down security from stage. So we saw the security people flying down from.
And it was they started fighting them, basically. It was like a big fight in front of the stage.
Yeah. So we stopped the music for a while just to calm things down. But things didn't really calm down. It just continued. And
I just remember one guy walking up to us this.
The head of security was doing the international stop sign.
This is over sign.
So we only did 3 songs or something, and then we had to get off stage.
And I remember we walked off stage, and we heard the people screaming, Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang. So we asked our translator, like, maybe they even don't want to see us. But then all of a sudden they were screaming like, Looptroop, Looptroop. So maybe it wasn't that they didn't want to see us. Maybe it was just like they were really confused and really drunk. And it turned into a big fight. And then we had to leave. That was it. There was the only time we ever canceled the show during the show. That was in Moscow, Russia.
Yeah, and it was a big disappointment in a way, because we had spent the whole day getting to the place. Like, you know, it's all these flights, and you wake up super early in the morning to go somewhere. Even Moscow is not that far, but it was still, you know, a lot of different flights, and so we were pretty tired when we got there. And you know, you expect to do the whole show, and you do only 3 songs, and it feels kind of strange. But in a way, you know, my first reaction was like, no, we can't stop. We have to do this. We came all the way. We want to continue. We want to do this. But another part of me was like, had no more strength anyway. It was like the whole day had just
like, fuck it,
tore me down. So I was like, okay. It felt strange because it's the only time that it's happened that we stopped the show. And I mean, when I was thinking about this, like the worst show we ever had, this is of course the first one that I think of. But this is also the only show where it was kind of outside of our control that it became bad. It wasn't because of us. So the feeling is not that bad as sometimes, you know, when it's our fault that the show is bad.
Yeah, but usually I don't think maybe sometimes the audience doesn't really know, but we can get off stage and feel like, we didn't do it. We should have done a better show.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times I feel like the communication between us is not good enough, or you know, when you talk between the songs, you try to say something intelligent, and it just comes out like very unintelligent and bullshit, and that happens in a way. It's a worse feeling, because then it's bad because of us. Yeah. This time it was bad because of the surrounding circumstances. So, but I can't recall one specific show where we fucked up so badly, but I've dreamt about it many times, about
nightmares,
coming on stage and not knowing the lyrics, just standing there. It's a reoccurring nightmare, actually.
Yeah, but to sum it up, Moscow was the worst ever. Thank you for having us. Peace.